They host Tennessee. I think this may be their best shot to win an SEC game. Tennessee at home, at Arkansas, at Missouri, Ole Miss at home, and I very much recognize that all four of those teams have more talent, and it's a lot closer with Arkansas and Missouri. But, all right, so then you host a new quarterback who transferred in from UCLA. Tennessee and UCLA did the QB swap, and then you host Tennessee at home, Bartoo.
Yeah, and let's see what does Tennessee have now? Not a trap game. Tennessee has Georgia September 13th, and they have a bye after Mississippi State. Now, I'm not saying I disagree with you in terms of Mississippi State's best chance to pull up an upset, because Tennessee might be overlooking Mississippi State. And if the upset's going to happen for the Bulldogs, it's going to be early in this schedule. The later it goes, this gets back to the physical and mental health. I think the more difficult it is. But, of those next, what are we looking at? Probably next 3 games, you get Tennessee at home. You got to go on the road at A&M. You got to bye, and you're at Georgia or at Florida. So, of those 3, dude, it's just not even. If you sent this to me and I had to pick between AI generated BS and real, I'd be like, no, nobody did this to State. I mean, who did they piss off in the SEC conference meetings to get this kind of schedule?
It's unbelievable.
But it's horrific. It is. But what are you going to do? It's cards you're dealt.
That's right.
You just play the cards you're dealt. That's it. You set at the table, and this is the card you get. But again, I don't even think Tennessee is 50-50. But like you said, early in the season, new quarterback. But Tennessee certainly has the talent to take care of it. If you want to, you can give it a half a game on this one. But I still think they're going to. You look at these numbers here. I think the best shot's going to be at Arkansas or at Missouri down the road.
Okay. All right. So loss to Tennessee at home, loss at A&M. Yeah. Florida has their act together. Lagway, I think, is just going to be incredible. Napier ended up being rock solid last year and weathering the storm. That's what happens when you have a veteran coach who's been through it before, handled it really well when everything was burning down around him, and they won a ton of games on the way out. Texas at home, they probably get their doors blown off. All right, so now we're at Arkansas November 1. So they may not have won a game since Northern Illinois on September 26. At Arkansas, Bartoo, what do you see here between Jeff Lebby and Sam Pittman? Pittman's could probably coaching for his job too.
Right. I think you and I would agree. Not knowing what's going on behind, he's probably coaching for his job too. I think one of the great things for Mississippi State is I'm always looking at that surrounding schedule. So for Arkansas, they are coming off of Tennessee A&M, Auburn. And so that's their 4 in a row. So they're going to be beat to crap too. And they are coming off of, right before them, they get Auburn at home. So there's not a trap here because Arkansas is off the next week, but I think this could be a really good letdown game for Arkansas at home, simply because they're probably on a 3-game losing streak, 4-game losing streak. Shoot, dude, they play Notre Dame September 27th, and they're at Memphis September 20th. I think if I'm a Mississippi State fan, the best result I can get is maybe Arkansas losing at Memphis on September 20th, because they may just pack it in after that.
Right. They play Ole Miss on the 13th at Ole Miss.
Right.
And
right, but they're still the underdogs. They're still going to be the underdogs at Arkansas. But I agree with you. There's, to me, from a talent standpoint, from a coaching standpoint, this is going to be one of their closest peers. So that's a great opportunity there. Tough thing for Mississippi State mentally is Arkansas is sandwiched right in between Texas and Georgia at home. Damn, dude, the hits keep coming. So it's going to take a lot of psychological training, I think, from the coaching staff, Mississippi State, really trying to focus on that one game at a time. Because if you look at the schedule as a whole, it's just going to be mentally debilitating. And so, but yeah, you got that Arkansas game, and neither one of us is taking Mississippi State to beat Georgia at home. And then you go to Missouri. And if you look ahead to Missouri's schedule, this is a great opportunity here. Here's a trap game for Missouri, because Missouri's playing Mississippi State at home. So A, going to let your guard down. B, they're coming off of hosting A&M and then going to Oklahoma. And I'm pretty sure that Oklahoma is going to be circled on the schedule for Missouri. So if you're looking for a really good trap game for Mississippi State to get that opportunity to go on the road and pull the upset, I think at Missouri is your number.